In this short video, I'm going to show you how to work with your word processing program to format your references. It can be a little tricky whenever you're trying to format your references, and students usually ask me questions about how to make their word processing program do the spacing right and help them do the indentation right. So what I have is I'm starting with just a basic scrunched up little reference that I need to format according to APA guidelines. So I have my formatting bar up, and one thing to keep in mind, I am using Word for Mac, but the concepts are going to be the same basic thing no matter what word processing program you're using. So what you want to do, of course, is first in APA, everything is double spaced, even the lines of your references list. So I'm going to double space that. And you want to just use the word processing program to set everything to double space as opposed to hitting enter and trying to do it yourself, because that will make a mess when you have to go back and edit things. Now the other thing that you have to do next is you have to indent, of course, the second line or any line after the first line of each entry. So the first line goes against the left margin, and then you have to indent subsequent lines. But when you go there and you hit tab, it moves everything. So this is where a lot of students end up getting frustrated, and I know I had some frustration myself after spending some late nights fighting with my word processing program, but it's actually pretty simple. All you have to do is go to the spot where you need to do the indentation, you hit enter or return, and then hit tab, and then it will move it for you. And so that's what you need to do in order to move that over. Now, the one thing you want to keep in mind is in a lot of word processing programs, it will have a default setting that actually adds a little bit extra space between paragraphs. So if you hit enter or return, it's actually messing up your double spacing. You need to turn this off immediately anyway, because you shouldn't have anything more than double spacing between paragraphs, and you certainly don't want extra space in your references. So in my word processing program, it's over here, and what I have to do is it's asking me what I want for paragraph spacing both before and after paragraphs, and I want 0. So I'm going to set that to 0, and that's what you want to make sure that you're doing, that it's set to 0 so that it won't add extra space. So there are a few little tricks to help you beat Word at the torture game that it plays with you when you're trying to format references. Hopefully this will be helpful as you're creating your references page.